Hello guys, I'm Maya back again for another video today, and I'm sorry I was eating Takis. And I'm sorry I haven't posted for a month. And that's because I've been I I've started schools, and I haven't really worried much about YouTube since I don't really have any subscribers. Just through my phone. Most of you don't know, I am actually my gosh, the lighting. I'm filming right in front of my window. That's why it's ugh. So I'm 12 years old. I'm about to be 13 in November 29th, so my birthday's coming up. And as the unlucky few, I got my period when I was in 4th grade. So I was 10 years old when I got 11, 10 or 11. I was 10 when I got my period. So I got it, well, it's about to be 3 years. So 3 years ago I got it. And what's it called? So yeah, just know that. And this story that I'm talking about, it happened in 5th grade. So that for me, that was it's actually, I'm in 7th grade right now, so it seemed like it was 2 years ago, but actually it was kind of 1 year ago. But anyways, it's the worst. Well, it isn't the worst, but it's still bad. And I braided my hair because I was not feeling it down, and it kind of looks good. I don't know. I don't really care. Anyways, so in the story, in 5th grade, so in 2nd grade, we go to this field trip called Strathmore. And in Strathmore is basically you go to this concert. You need to dress up all fancy and everything. And then, I'm sorry if they're screaming, for real. Shut up! Yes, I'm exposed. I'm in my pajamas. Anyways, so I was saying, so what I was saying is that you go to this field trip in 2nd grade, and you basically dress up all fancy. You get on the bus, you go to school, you're all dressed up and fancy and everything. And then you meet up with a whole bunch of other schools, but you don't actually talk to them. Then when you go into this theater where they perform a bunch of music and everything, I'm not feeling those concerts. They were boring. For real. But the only thing I was excited is I was dressed up. I looked so pretty in front of my crushes But really, yeah. So I basically, you need to go in 2nd grade. You go with so it's like you glow up and you see everyone when they grow up, because you go with the same people, but they're not in your school. They're some other schools, but you see them again. So you go in 2nd grade, then you go again in 5th grade, which this is where my story took place, in 5th grade. So it was Strathmore night. Well, Strathmore at night. And I noticed that I got my period, but you know how you don't want to have your period, because I was so excited. And then when I got my period, I was like, are you kidding me? Since I was really new at periods, it was so uncomfortable for me. It was way too uncomfortable, and every time I got my period, it would be the most miserable week. At the end of the day, I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, I gotta go. This is over. But then I realized that this has to happen for 7 days straight. But anyways, my period came that night, and I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna be a light flow, and I should just wear a little pad, and that's it. So I wore a little pad, and then I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and not a lot of blood was coming out, and I was like, ooh, I'm right. This is gonna be a really light flow. So then I went to the bathroom, and then you know how when you stand up, only girls can relate to this. When you stand up and then you just feel the gush of blood coming up, that's exactly what I felt. I went running to the bathroom because I hate that feeling, because I felt like I was peeing, and I felt like it went through my pants, and I felt like everyone could see it, but it actually didn't. So then I went to my bathroom, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Holy shit. I'm gonna have to wear a big pad. And I hate big pads, and I feel more comfortable with a small pad, but at the same time, I'd rather have a big one on. Well, right now, a big one on when I'm on my period, because then I know that I'm secure. Even though I'm uncomfortable, but I know I'm secure. Silly me. I didn't wear a big pad. I was like, you know what? The worst case scenario is I bleed out in front of everyone. But you know what? I'm willing to risk that to feel comfortable for my field trip today. So I just wore a little pad. And then I forgot to bring extras. And I was like, you know what? I don't need this. So I left them. I was so stupid. And I wore this pretty black dress. I forgot how it. I don't think I have it anymore. I probably do, but I just don't know because I forgot how it looks like. I just know it's black, and it was short, a black short dress, and that's all I remember. And I forgot how I did my hair. I have no. I was so excited. Like I got to my classroom and I see all my friends like all dressed up, and then I'm just like, Wait, what was I wearing? Because I'm thinking it was no, it wasn't white. It was a black dress. Yeah, I just saw all my friends were like, come on guys, let's turn up. And like we all did not want to go to the concert because we knew it was gonna be so boring. So then I went to I went on the bus and I sat down and like I felt like my pad, because since I was wearing a little one, I felt like it was like full and I was like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? And I was like, you know what? Let me just brush it off. Like, I don't care. So then, what's it called? So then, like, we got there and, like, I was feeling so mushy and everything. And, like, I just didn't want to be there. So as I was saying, like, I was feeling all mushy and, like, I didn't want to be there anymore. So then, like, I couldn't go home. Like, I was at the concert there. I forgot who I sat with. But it was probably one of my friends. But, like, I was so uncomfortable. So what's it called? We got to the concert, and like I wasn't thinking of it at all. And like in 5th grade, our teachers were like so strict. Like everyone was scared of them. So then, like they were like be quiet and don't say anything, because all the other classes they were like being so loud. And I remember there was these people like they were like dancing or something, and like they were like being so loud and obnoxious, and like I was that good girl, and I was like shh. I clearly remember going like that to them, and they were like, damn, they did that. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So then, like, when you go into the Strathmore thing, you go into the building, then you have to go up these huge steps all the way up. There was like 20 or 30, I don't know. There were so many stairs, because my class, because in Strathmore there's like the bottom row, because the stage is like right here, then there's a bottom row, stage is right here, like you guys are the stage, then there's a bottom row, then there's another row right here, there's another row, and then like there's some up there, because it was really full. And like I think my class was the second row. We were on top. What's it called? And every single class was being so loud and obnoxious. Yeah, Miranda sings "Where You At?" I'm here. I'm not gonna bother saying that word. They were being annoying. And I remember my class just being the ones like, dude, so classy. We were just like, just waiting for the performance to start. And like, going up those steps and like, on my period with a little pad. I bet I was leaking like all through. So anyways, I sat down on the chair. I just sat down, right? And then like we stayed there for like an hour. The show was like an hour, and like they were singing blah blah blah. And imagine an hour sitting down, and I've been having that little pad since the morning on my second day of my period. That thing would have leaked through. So then we were done, and it was our time to get called for the bus. They were talking to the microphone and like call out our buses. And like I forgot what my how am I supposed to remember what my bus number was? So then it was our turn to stand up. So what we had to do is we had to like stand up, and like we had to wait for people to come out. And since I've been sitting for like almost 2 hours on my period with a little pad, what do you expect? I stood up and I immediately felt everything leak out. And I was like, And oh, I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing this white dress, and like it was short from the front. It wasn't a white dress. It was half white. So up here was white, and then the bottom was black. So it was like short from the front and then long from the back. Let me see if I could find it. It's probably gonna be in my closet, but I'm not gonna find it right now. I'm just gonna keep on with the story. So as I was saying, I stood up and I felt everything everywhere. I could feel it all over my thighs. Like I felt it in between my thighs, and I was like, "Yep, I'm screwed." Then like I think I did not bother. I looked back onto my seat. There was a puddle of blood there, literally a puddle. And I was like, I was so embarrassed, but I don't think no one saw it. Maybe the person sitting next to me, but she was a girl and she was my friend. I forgot who it was, but I think they saw it, and then I was like, and they were like, so I was like, okay, we need to get out of here. Oh, my brain is up. Eh. So yeah, so as I was saying, we got up, they called us, and then we were like evacuating, like going out the door and going down those steps, and I could feel like everything just like so sticky, and I just wanted to go home and take a shower, put on a real big pad, not that little small one. So then we got on the bus, and I was like, I did not talk because I was so embarrassed. And I was so like icky and mushy, and I just wanted to go home, and I was moody, and I was hungry too. Everyone was hungry. Everyone was starving. So when we got back from school, oh yeah, when I left the bus, when I stood up from the bus, I left a stain of blood there too, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So then we got off the bus. Then we went to our classrooms, and then we sat down to eat there. And I was like, oh, good, I got my food finally. So I was just like eating and eating. Like everyone, I was talking with my friends and everything. And like I wasn't telling them what was happening. And I didn't bother going. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember. So after I finished eating, I raised my hand to tell the teacher I want to use the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and next thing you know it, I look. My pants, my underwear, they could have been like potentially an evidence in a murder case. There was so much blood on them, like they were soaking with blood. So then I was like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? So I got a bunch of toilet paper, I cleaned it off and I threw it, and then like my thighs, they were like 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 right here, like you know right here, this area, right? What's it called? They were full with like blood, like if like someone took their hands, wiped them in blood, and like just like rubbed them all over my thigh, and it was like dried up blood. So with the paper towel, I couldn't do it. I was like, ugh, I'm taking too long in the bathroom. So I took off that little pad because it was like drenched in blood. Like, I threw it away. What is this? I threw it away. I got a bunch of paper towel. I stuck it in my underwear, and I felt better. But still, my underwear was like yucky. I went back to the class, and then I sat down. And I was just talking with my friends, like blah blah blah, waiting till the school day was over. And then the clock finally struck 3. I felt like I was like Cinderella. I dashed out of that room and I went straight for my bus. And before I dashed out, I looked back. I left a blood stain on my seat. A blood stain on my seat, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Like, I'm just gonna leave and like let the janitor deal with that. So then that was basically my horror story. And get this, when I came back the next day, because I was in my science, when I came back the next day, the blood stain was still there, and I was like, I came back and I had to wipe that chair down and like pretend. I was like, ew, who left blood on my seat? Ew. Like, you know, like I acted like it wasn't me, but the teacher knew it was me. So anyways, that was my horrible story of Strathmore. Please remember to give a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think. No one ever comments on my videos. It's so sad. Subscribe over here so I can finally reach 30 subscribers. I think that's so sad. Anyways, guys, don't let your crown slip off your head. Bye. Wait, what do I completely forgot what I do. Anyways, bye.